Let's just kick it off with Credit Suisse. Bond trading revenue is down sharply. Big question still over the investment banking strategy. Is Brady Dougan getting this right?
I believe so, actually, in the medium term, because the result today are very much the same as last year. Indeed, as the last few quarters is about wealth managing and the private bank doing very well in terms of new net inflows, and the investment banking revenue just keeping disappointing the expectation.
How much further do they need to pull in investment banking, though, do you think?
I think also they can do some little fine-tuning, but I think also the market has to be a little bit more patient with Credit Suisse, because they do have an historical franchise, especially in the United States, and 2014 will be a tough year, but perhaps down the road we'll see the merits of this strategy.
As an investor on the debt side, I know your focus is on the debt side, but we can talk about the equity side as well. How much time will the market give Credit Suisse?
Good question. I think also the market will give another few quarters to Credit Suisse time to demonstrate the validity of its strategy. Okay,
and of course we focus now on Deutsche, I think next week, Barclays in a couple of weeks. Same problems there, same pattern as we saw at JP Morgan Chase and Citi in the US as well. What about the banks generally in Europe as an investment?
Well, I think also we have to differentiate between the debt and the equity side. On the debt side, as long as the cash flow capacity of the banks is at least not getting worse, and I believe it's the case of Credit Suisse, and it's the case for actually many European banks, the debt side looks relatively okay. There is perhaps a little bit of fraud in some subordinate part of the debt capital structure, but the case for credit, also with better liquidity profile and a improvement in the capital ratio, looks quite credit benign. For the equity side, it's more a difficult argument, because we're talking banks as utilities, at the next utility. So it's, in my opinion, across the board, very difficult to expect, apart a few cases, a very big increase in dividend or even sharebacks to the tune of the US money center banks are doing.